Truong Lam was born on December 10, 1990, in Hanoi, Vietnam. From a young age, he displayed an innate interest in physical activities, particularly in water sports. Growing up near the Red River, Lam's parents, both avid swimmers, recognized his natural affinity for water and introduced him to swimming when he was just 5 years old. His early exposure to the sport set the foundation for what would later become a promising and successful career. His journey into competitive swimming began when he joined the local swim team at the age of 8. His early years in the sport were focused on mastering the basics of various strokes, with a particular emphasis on the freestyle and butterfly disciplines. Coaches quickly noticed his potential, as he displayed remarkable speed and endurance for his age. By the time he was a teenager, Lam had already started to distinguish himself in regional competitions, and his future as an elite swimmer looked promising. As a young athlete, Lam trained rigorously, balancing schoolwork and intense swim practices. His dedication to improving his skills led him to a series of victories at national and regional competitions in Vietnam. These wins sparked the attention of national coaches, and by the age of 15, he was selected to join the Vietnamese national swim team, marking the beginning of his professional career in swimming. Rise to prominence and career peak. Lam's career truly began to take off in the mid-2000s when he started competing internationally. His first major success came in 2007, at the Southeast Asian Games, SEA Games, where he earned his first gold medal in the 200-meter freestyle. This victory was a breakthrough moment for Lam, who was now recognized as one of Vietnam's rising stars in swimming. Over the next few years, he continued to build on his early success, collecting medals and setting national records. In 2010, Lam achieved another milestone when he secured a silver medal at the Asian Games in Guangzhou, China, in the 200-meter butterfly event. His performance not only solidified his reputation as one of the region's top swimmers but also earned him a spot in the international swimming community. Lam's impressive showing at the Asian Games marked the peak of his career during the early 2010s. His technical skill, particularly in butterfly and freestyle events, placed him among the top swimmers in Asia. Main achievements and international recognition. Lam's rise to the top continued as he competed in various prestigious swimming competitions, establishing himself as a formidable force in the sport. His most notable achievements came at the 2011 Southeast Asian Games, where he won multiple gold and silver medals across freestyle and butterfly events. These victories not only bolstered his career but also elevated his status as one of the leading athletes in Southeast Asia. His triumphs at the SEA Games became a regular feature, with Lam dominating the competition in multiple editions of the event. In addition to his regional successes, Lam made significant strides on the world stage. He competed at the World Swimming Championships, where he faced off against some of the best swimmers globally. While he did not secure top podium finishes in these highly competitive events, Lam's performances were consistent, and he often placed in the top 10 in his events, showcasing his ability to compete against the world's elite. His ability to stay competitive on the international scene earned him respect from fellow athletes and coaches. One of the highlights of his career came at the 2012 London Olympics, where Lam competed in the 200-meter freestyle and 100-meter butterfly. Although he did not medal, the experience of competing on the biggest stage in world sports was invaluable for his development as an athlete. The 2012 Olympics also served as a catalyst for his continued pursuit of excellence, as he focused on improving his times and technique after gaining invaluable experience. By the mid-2010s, Truong Lam had accumulated several Southeast Asian Games gold medals in both individual and relay events. His versatility across multiple swimming disciplines, especially the butterfly and freestyle, became his trademark. In the 50-meter butterfly and 100-meter butterfly, he continually set new national records, reflecting his improvement over the years. Lam's victories in these events were celebrated in Vietnam, where he became a national hero in the swimming community. Challenges and decline. Despite his considerable achievements, Lam faced a number of challenges toward the end of his career. The global swimming landscape was evolving rapidly, with new technologies in swimwear and training techniques advancing the sport. While Lam continued to be a dominant force regionally, he began to struggle against the new wave of competition on the international level. The rising talent from countries such as China and Australia created a higher level of competition, and Lam found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the pace of innovation in swimming. A series of injuries also impacted Lam's performance. A shoulder injury in 2015 required significant rehabilitation, which affected his ability to train at the level he had in his prime. Despite these setbacks, Lam remained determined to stay in the sport and make a comeback. However, his performances at major events began to suffer. At the 2016 Rio Olympics, Lam failed to qualify for the finals in his events, marking a disappointing end to his Olympic career. The challenges of competing at the highest level took a toll on Lam, and after struggling with his performances in subsequent years, he eventually made the decision to step back from competitive swimming in 2018. Though his competitive fire had not dimmed, the demands of the sport, coupled with injuries and the rise of new talent, led to his retirement. Legacy and final years. Truong Lam's legacy as one of Vietnam's top swimmers is undeniable. He is widely regarded as one of the country's greatest athletes, and his achievements in the Southeast Asian Games and other international competitions have earned him a place in Vietnam's swimming history. His multiple gold medals at the SEA Games and his consistent appearances at major swimming events made him a household name in Vietnam. After retiring from competitive swimming, Lam shifted his focus to mentoring and coaching the next generation of swimmers in Vietnam. He became involved in training young athletes, using his vast experience and technical knowledge to help develop their skills. Through his work as a coach, Lam has continued to contribute to the sport and inspire future swimmers to reach new heights. In his final years, Lam has remained active in the swimming community, participating in charity events and representing Vietnam in various sports-related activities. His passion for swimming has not waned, and he has continued to serve as an ambassador for the sport, helping to raise its profile in Vietnam. Though he no longer competes at the elite level, Lam's influence on Vietnamese swimming remains strong. He is remembered not only for his medals and records but also for his dedication, work ethic, and sportsmanship. His journey from a young swimmer in Hanoi to a regional and international champion is a testament to the power of perseverance and hard work. Today, Truong Lam's career is celebrated as one of the shining examples of Vietnamese athletic achievement. As a retired swimmer and coach, his contributions to the sport are still felt, and his legacy endures as an inspiration to all those who follow in his wake.